Gemini. July is starting a little jolt of electricity just for you. Right on the 4th of July, Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and money, moves into your sign. Just hours after that, it's making a powerful conjunction with Uranus in Taurus. And what does this mean? Something unexpected could spark a surprise in love, a shift in how you see yourself, or maybe even a bold change in how you express yourself. This is a fresh energy, but with a twist. And right after that, Uranus enters Gemini on the 7th of July for the first time in decades. This is huge, Gemini. You entering a long chapter where your identity, your voice, your style, your thinking, it all begins to evolve, right? And moving forward, and you might be called to break free from labels, expectations, or ways that you've been playing safe. But there's also an inward energy with Neptune and Saturn going retrograde also in Aries, starting the 4th of July and the 13th. So this could make you question some of your dreams, your friendships, especially those that you've outgrown. So don't be afraid to reevaluate who's on your team or what causes you to truly align with. All right. Then on the 10th, we have a full moon in Capricorn that lights up your 8th house. Shared resources, intimacy, power. Something may need to be released around debt, emotional baggage, or perhaps it's old patterns in your closest bonds. This is a point in time, This is like no longer things that no longer controls you, right? Then mid-month, we hit a pause when Mercury goes retrograde in Leo on the 18th. So definitely be mindful around communication, especially perhaps around siblings, neighbors, tech, travel. Double check plans and definitely watch how you express yourself, all right? But there's definitely also going to be a glow up coming as the sun enters Leo around the 22nd and joins the new moon on the 24th in your 3rd house. You might even be launching a new project, starting maybe a class, expressing yourself in bold, fresh ways. Think new mindsets, new messages, new confidence. And then finally, on the 31st, we have Venus enters Cancer, shifting your focus to values, income, emotional security. With all this movement, Gemini, July is about changing how you see yourself, how you share your voice, who you're becoming. So, Gemini, that is what is happening in the skies and the energy. Let me know in the comments and let's dive in here. What is happening in love, relationships, money, purpose, your overall energy? Let's dive in. Do go ahead and hit that like button. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. Alright, my Gemini placements. Let's dive in here. So let's see your cards. I feel there's definitely a powerful transformation that's brewing here beneath the surface this July. Even with Uranus that's entering your sign and Mercury getting ready to retrograde, you're not just like shifting directions, you like rewriting the GPS entirely, right? All right, so let's dive in here to your overall energy. We have the Fool, clarified here by the Knight of Pentacles. This is like really a beautiful combo for you, Gemini. The Fool says that you are standing at the edge of something new, a leap, a shift, a fresh start. But here with the Knight of Pentacles right beside it, or clarifying it, Spirit is saying, yes, go for it, but go with intention, you know. You being asked to trust your instincts at this time while also building a real foundation. It's like, don't just dream the dream, right? Start walking it out, all right? One grounded step at a time. This really also does reflect that Uranus Venus moment at the start of this month, you know, an unexpected new beginnings, especially around perhaps your image, love, values. It's definitely a new chapter that is calling in your name this month, Gemini. Let me know what is your thoughts on, what is your intuition saying for you that there's a new start happening in your life. Is it perhaps, is it your image? Is it love? Is it your values? Is it a new career? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to hit that like button. So we're looking next at what is hidden, what needs awareness for this month. So we do have the death and rebirth clarified by the Hangman. A lot of water energy here. And I feel, wow, this is like big inner work that is happening for you this month. There's something that you've perhaps been holding on to. Maybe it's a belief, a relationship dynamic, or even an old version of yourself that you are finally ready to let go of. You know, the Hangman shows that you've been perhaps stuck in a limbo space for some time, for a while, maybe unsure which way is up, right? But here with the death and rebirth, it says this is transformation. It's already in motion, right? It's happening. And you don't have to force it. You just have to stop resisting the change and just go with the flow, right? Perhaps look at things from a different perspective. And this also does align well with that Neptune and Saturn retrograde energy and that's happening in Aries. You know, digging up your deepest dreams and asking, is this still aligned with who you're becoming? So what is perhaps new that's coming in this month for you? We do have the Wheel as well as this Six of Swords. And this is like a clear sign, right? A turning point is here. The wheel's turning in your favor. And I saw that even in the collective and different zodiacs, the wheel's been coming a lot for a lot of the collective, that the wheel is now shifting, right, during this time. And here now clarified for you with the Six of Swords is you are perhaps being moved out of turbulent waters and into clarity. Even if it comes after perhaps maybe a goodbye or a realization. Some of you, this could perhaps be a physical location. I see that there's a lot of energy in the collective regarding relocation, also perhaps leaving a job, maybe even finally distancing yourself from someone whose energy just pulls you down. Everybody's story is different, right? Let me know in the comments, what does this mean for you? Now, we do have that full moon in Capricorn that is happening also on the 10th. So double tens could also be significant, because it's funny how the wheel's got a, not funny that the wheel's got a 10 on, but the wheel's got a 10 on, and also the energy from the Capricorn full moon also aligns well with this. That's happening on the 10th of July, okay, depending on where you are. So perhaps you may be releasing an attachment around shared resources or even emotional heaviness, just to make room for real peace. You know, trust where, I feel that you need to trust where the wind is going to be carrying you now, Gemini. Now, let's have a look at love and relationships. I feel here with the Two of Swords and the Six of Pentacles here that you might be unsure where you stand with someone, or maybe you are torn between giving more or pulling back, right? The Two of Swords shows a kind of emotional crossroads. But here the Six of Pentacles comes in to remind you that there needs to be equal give and take, all right, in matters, okay, in relationships, all right. What you give, you need to give back, all right. It needs to be equal give and take. You know, this month also, especially with Venus entering Gemini as well, you know, it's about choosing connections that pull back into you. And, you know, not the ones that perhaps you've outgrown with. Perhaps if you are single, this could be a chance to tune into what balance really looks like in love, all right? So they definitely, whether you're in a relationship, you need to look at regarding equal give and take, or perhaps just finding balance again, all right? And you can ask also, if you are in a partner or dating or whatever, are you guys meeting halfway, or perhaps are you doing all the emotional heavy lifting, all right? Looking next is we're looking at your career and finances that is happening here. 10 of Swords, clarified by the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so Gemini, something has run its course. The 10 of Swords is a completion of a heavy burden, a final straw sort of energy, okay? So this is a situation that felt mentally and also emotionally exhausting. But there is good news here because it's done, right? The pain is behind you. Here we have the 9 of Pentacles, and you're being reminded of your strength, your independence, and also your value, right? I feel that you're going to be stepping into a more self-sufficiency, maybe even considering working maybe solo, or maybe inserting your worth in a workplace. So perhaps you may be changing even jobs, or maybe you're relocating to a new job or something along that line, depending on what is your situation and your story. You know, there's a big Gemini collective out there. And, you know, this really also does reflect well with Mercury retrograde that's happening around the 18th, all right? So this is going to be about revisiting contracts, about communication. It's going to be about career clarity. So something that you thought was maybe the end could actually just be the beginning of your real worth that is arising. So we're looking now at practical guidance here at the bottom of the deck, underlying energy. We have this Emperor, right? And here we have the Sun. And this is well energy, all right? This is a lot of fire energy. Perhaps you maybe do have a lot of fire, Aries, Leo, Sag in your chart, or perhaps it's somebody around you. Doesn't really matter. But this is really divine reassurance. The Emperor says, claim your power. Stand tall, all right? Look how he's sitting there, claiming his power. He's sitting tall, back straight, all right? He is decisive, all right? So Spirit's coming through to say, be decisive. You're not meant to sit in indecision and doubt this month. He's sitting there. He is already knowing what his next move is, all right? And even here, clarifying with the Sun here, the happiest card in the deck, that there is joy, clarity, and vitality, that it is all coming back. Even if things have felt maybe a little bit heavy, or you feel uncertain, or things have felt uncertain, the path wasn't maybe clear, Spirit is saying, go sit back on your throat. You are protected. You are seen. So, beautiful souls, we are not done yet looking at this energy. Let's dive further into Spirit's final advice for you for the month ahead. So let's stay with me. Thank you for being here. Let me know, what do you think of this message? Today I'm recording on the 2nd of July. I didn't forget about you. Your monthly was done, but there were some technical problems with the video. So I'm redoing it today. That's why I didn't go up with the others. So let's have a look at final messages from Spirit. Let's see if a card to pop out here. Okay, we have the 5 of Cups, Gemini. Let's just get a clarifying for that. We have strength. So a little water and fire energy coming through. Let's get a Unicorn Oracle card out here for you. compassion. We have trust at the bottom of the deck. Leap into the unknown, have faith and move inward, believe you will fly. Let's perhaps get a spirit animal for you for the month of July for our Geminis. Electric eel spirit, bring your ideas to life. 24, number 6. Number 6 could be, 24 could be a really significant number for you, or perhaps, 24 to 6. And at the bottom of the deck here, we have Nightingale spirit, love is all around. 41. I don't know why I wanted to say 50. Maybe number 5, 50s means something to you. We do have a number 5 here on the cups. This does break to 5, so perhaps 55 could really be a significant number for you. All right. Let's dive into this practical advice, final insight from Spirit for the month of July for you, Gemini. 5 of Cups and strength. I feel this is showing that you may be reflecting on past regrets, loss, or perhaps it's moments that didn't go as you've hoped. But Spirit is also just gently reminding you that you are not lost. You are who you've become through all of it. All right. I mean, the strength card here comes to say that you've handled more than most. You've carried pain with grace, and now you're being asked to walk forward here with passion. Okay, compassion. Not just for others, but for yourself. Let's dive into this compassion card from the Unicorn Oracle deck. It does say, be gentle with yourself. Forgiveness will set you free. See the light in yourself and also others. So I feel this is just a reminder that softness is also not weakness, right? That is your superpower. The more kind you are to your own heart, the more powerful your life flows. And even here with electric eel spirit, bring your ideas to life. Yes, Gemini, even in moments where you felt you were in the dark, your ideas, your dreams, your visions were changing, all right? Things change all the time. And I feel that in the month of July, it's going to be a month to awaken them. The vision that you've been sitting on, the conversations you've perhaps been avoiding, the truth you've perhaps been whispering to yourself, now is the time. Bring your ideas to life. So my beautiful Geminis, let me know how it resonated. Let me know if it helped you for the month ahead. Hit that like button if you haven't. It really helps a little bit of the energy exchange, and it really helps support this channel. Comment below how this is landing for you again. And a reminder that your story is behind you. New things are unfolding. Sending you so much love and light for your journey ahead, for the month ahead. And perhaps if we get some interaction on this reading, perhaps we'll do some bonuses for you in the month of July. Sending you love and light, Gemini. See you in the next one.